Yo, what's up, Parker?
What's happening, man?
How you doing, bro?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing with this whole quarantine shit?
It's been all right. Just trying to work out and clean up everything, organize everything in the apartment, do everything that you don't have normally time to do. How
This
about
shit
you,
is
man?
this shit is crazy, man. So we're officially on the podcast. So this is a special interview with Parker. See how he's surviving the with this quarantine, man. Do you think you ever lived through something like this?
No, man, it's wild. It's definitely nuts, especially just work-wise. I mean, the economy is definitely going to be extremely, extremely fucked after all this.
Oh man, it's crazy. Are you at least collecting unemployment or anything?
Yeah, I hopped on that. Had to do all that for the first time because I tried to stay out of all that.
But it's crazy now that you're getting some money and then they're putting money on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, for the amount that they're putting out there, it's pennies on the dollar for New Yorkers. It's like
Oh yeah,
that
of
covers
course.
rent.
Yeah,
So.
but dude, this is like when you first heard about this, what do you think? You think we were really gonna shut down?
Yeah, I mean, I started seeing. I was working a production for A&E, and we were doing. We were just shooting some promos for a few new shows that they got coming up, and you could feel it kind of on the set. You could feel it on all the crew was. Everyone was like a little paranoid to get close to people, and then they. We finished what we were shooting, and then they canceled everything we had going forward.
Dude, you want to hear how this is costing billions of dollars? Let's say if the fucking shit is shut down for the summer, all those summer movies, all that shit.
Oh man, it's gonna be insane. The box offices are gonna be. I mean, I already know AMC applied or filed for bankruptcy, and they're probably not gonna be around after this.
Oh, AMC?
Oh yeah, that's last I heard. I mean,
holy shit! I thought ain't those the guys with the Walking Dead and all that stuff? Right? They have the Walking Dead.
Oh no, no, the theaters, just their theater system.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Like
the movie theaters
like
are
Times
be
Square
fucked.
and all those. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know that they're even affiliated with. Are they affiliated with the network?
I have no idea. I was just saying when you say that, all I could think was the network. Yeah, but the movie theaters are gonna be weird, man.
Yeah, that's all gonna be. I mean, if they survive it through rent and all this, I mean, I don't know. You get these ones in Times Square where the rent is so massive, and I mean, most of the time those theaters are empty. Even if you go, only on opening nights is when they're busy. But
I still have no idea how movie theaters make money.
yeah,
It got to be by selling the fucking popcorns. Yeah, definitely. Because other than that, because there's a lot of time I go to the movie, I don't even get a popcorn and soda. I just go watch the movie, get out.
Well, me and Hannah, we had this Regal premium, like it was a monthly thing. You paid $22 a month, and you could see as many movies, unlimited times, as much as you want. New movies. I saw every single Oscar nominated movie this year for $20 that month.
Dude, how good was fucking Parasite? Holy shit!
Fantastic! Yeah. Whoever thought was it Peaches? They used Peaches as a weapon. It was awesome.
Oh man! Wow, what a fucking crazy movie! Dude, I really thought that the one movie that should have got nominated was Uncut Gem.
Oh yeah, that guy got snubbed.
It got snubbed. You know why it got snubbed?
They don't like Sandler.
No, but they also really think it's the worst portrayal you could do of a Jewish person, and Hollywood doesn't want that portrayal of a Jewish person.
Oh yeah.
A Jeweler that's a scumbag.
It's a Diamond District Jew. Yeah, I mean, I've been in the Diamond District, and I've gone literally into a place, down 2 flights of stairs, into like I swear it was like Blade Runner.
It's crazy, man. I don't know, lately, I just been doing like a lot of Disney Plus, watching a lot of shit like
Oh
that.
yeah.
I think I finished watching the entire Clone Wars saga. I'm up to like the new episodes now.
Oh, that's sick. I've really dived into an '80s binge. Back to the Future, E.T. Everything. I mean,
I just started watching what they do in the shadow. It's
oh
like
yeah, that came.
vampire.
Yeah, that was the what's his name from the Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. It's
Yeah,
like The Office, but with vampire.
I want to see that new one that they got out. Are you watching the old stuff that they did on? Was it HBO?
No, I'm watching. I think that when originally came out, they had one season, so they had a season on what you call it on FX. Got the first season.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The second season, but I think it was based on a movie or something else with the same name.
Yeah, and that's the guy from like Flight of the. I'm trying to remember his name. What's it? Julian something. God, I'm
Yeah,
done.
those guys were good. The Friday Concord was fucking
Oh
great.
yeah, they're hilarious. That's definitely gonna be on my like top watch list right now.
Dude, let me ask you, what do you think about after Star Wars? You know, they're gonna be a new Star Wars series that's gonna pretty much be based on how Rey brings back the Jedi Council and shit like that.
So she's gonna basically rebuild the temple in Coruscant, sort of thing.
Something, and they got like and there's gonna be some Skywalkers in it too. Some
I
like
like
legit
that.
Skywalker.
That sounds like something I'd be a little more interested in now. They left it on a decent note. I wasn't a huge fan of the whole three movies, but the last
That
one,
movie.
the last one was the best, I think.
You know what the problem was? The last one. I didn't even like the last one. It was like a very fast movie to wrap everything up.
Yeah, no, I mean, there was a lot of problems with the kiss at the end when Kylo ran. It's just like, well, why? I mean, and then, they left a lot of cliffhangers, and I think, yeah.
And even the whole thing with the Emperor, like, he was broken down, and it was horrible, man.
Oh, yeah, how he was just kind of a zombie. Literally.
Yeah. I was like, and he's talking. It's like, oh my God, strike him down. It was like, holy shit. But the new series is gonna be like on Disney Plus, and they're gonna try to bona fide how Rey is a Skywalker.
See, and yeah, I mean, that's the thing is she just decided to be a Skywalker at this point. It's at the end when they ask her, it's a little forced, and pun intended, but
yeah. And then her lightsaber. They're gonna show how she got that yellow.
The yellow
lightsaber
one, yeah, that was pretty sick. I like the different lightsabers. I always was a fan of Mace Windu with the purple.
Yeah, that was great.
The badass lightsaber, motherfucker.
And what do you think about they're going to do a new trilogy, but they're going to do one with the Old Republic, and then the other one, there's another one about the High Council or something like that. There's like about books, new books that are going to come on. There's going to be a Wookiee Jedi in one of the books.
No, that's fantastic. That's the Star Wars line that I was kind of expecting this time around, was expanding the universe a little more, and then it didn't do that.
Yeah, but this is going to go back to like the High Council. They got a bunch of they're going to do the Old Republic. Then they're going to do like this High Council, like before anything, like the first Jedi. And then they're going to do the whole thing with like the original Sith and all that stuff. So I really think they're going in a different direction. But dude, how is all this going to be done? Like, Disney needs to move it forward, but how long is it going to take the movie industry to recover from this shit?
Oh, it's insane. Well, what is it? Disney loses, what is it, $20 billion a day that the theme parks aren't open, and
holy shit,
different sort of revenue, because I think that was a number. Maybe it was a month, but it was an insane number that was like, I mean, yeah, how do you bounce back from this? And I think you're going to see a lot of companies that are not able to. I mean, we'll see. Disney might, if they have enough in the reserve, this is when you're going to see them really take over and buy the rights off of anything that's struggling.
Oh yeah, you know what? You see, if they can buy Sony, man, if Sony can struggle, they can buy that whole Spider-Man
Yeah,
franchise and all that other stuff. Forget about it.
you get Spidey back fully, and that's great. That would be fantastic in my.
But you see, if you saw the last trailer to that the vampire one that was coming out, what is it, Morpheus or whatever, the new vampire one with Spider-Man?
Mobius or something. What is it?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, Nobia, something like that. They had Michael Keaton's character.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the trailer they got Michael Keaton, so they actually they're bringing those characters in the Spider Verse, you know. So they're really sharing characters. So supposedly the next Venom, there was supposed to be a little cameo by the Spider-Man guy.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, so they try and put the universe together, you know.
Well, that's what I heard. Carnage is going to be somebody big. Who was playing Carnage?
Carnage was Woody Harrelson.
Oh, yeah. That's who I was thinking. That's going to be sick.
Because he was there at the end, and they even, you know what? There's so much shit that was gonna come out. Like right now, Black Widow is in delay.
Oh,
when is Black Widow's coming out?
But I thought they didn't. I thought they dropped that. I thought it was was already in theaters, and then this happened. Did they pull it back?
No, Black Widow was supposed to come out May 1st.
Oh.
So what they did, they pushed it to the November where the Eternals were gonna come out, and they pushed the Eternals into February.
Jesus, this is gonna definitely put some problems on their future plans.
Dude, think about it. This shit shut down Hollywood. Like there's no like all the shows that were supposed to be done, they might have to come back for like a half a season next year. The Walking Dead, everything got delayed, man.
That's I mean, I feel it I'm not on like the blockbuster shows, but we feel it definitely in like the commercial world and in the other stuff. And then I don't see anytime soon where they're going to allow 200, 300 person crews to get together, you know?
I think what they're going to do first is start very small, like very small groups in the beginning, you know, like, because even look at me, I'm in the bar industry. That industry has changed forever after this shit, man.
Especially with production, I think you have to they're going to start having longer processes, because what you could do is, you know, you bring in different teams. Like the last day that we were shooting this last thing, you know, you have a team come in the morning, they finish what they're doing, lighting, and somebody comes in, does all the art department stuff, cleans, and then you have camera come in, camera sets up. They pretty much leave. One person stays, director and talent. Like, you know, you keep it to like a 10-person minimum on set at all times. But yeah, like I'm saying, that's hard to do with like when you have weapons and when you have cars, and it's definitely changed forever.
I mean, it changed forever, because how long before people go back to normal? You know, things will get normal. Everybody's going to, you know, because you can't, totally. How long can you do social distance? Come on, this is fucking bullshit. People, once bars start opening and stuff, and they just push the date. So now they talk about May 15. I'm going to tell you a realistic day. I think this thing might even go to July.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 100%. And then the feeling that people, like anybody who's slightly in a worry zone of health, they're gonna stay inside. People who are just hypochondriacs, who are worried about it, they're gonna stay inside. So you're gonna see people doing it in their own capacity even after effects are lifted, which is gonna, you know, take a toll on the beverage and hospitality and travel. And
dude, imagine you're hypochondria right now. You're
exactly
fucked. Yeah. Do you know anybody that got the virus? Have you been?
Oh, I know it. I know quite a few people. I have.
Oh yeah.
I have a friend from high school's mother passed away from it. Other people I know, had some relatives who passed away. My buddy Travis, his friend from work, two guys from his work, and he works in the Specialists, which is the weapons for film and television.
Yeah.
Two of those guys got it. One of them didn't feel anything. The other is was on a respirator for a few weeks.
Wow.
23 years old, not like he was.
Before this thing got big, Cassie was like on a respirator for a little bit. So I think she might have had
Oh
it.
yeah,
And I know
definitely.
Gusso's mother passed away from it.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, there's some people that passed away. It's like, holy shit, man. That guy from I Need More, Jimmy Weber, a village icon, but he died from cancer. But
Oh yeah. What was it?
yeah,
Crash in vaudeville?
yeah, Tragic Bobby, that guy passed away, and also it's funny that today Howard Finks of the WWE passed away, an
Yeah.
announcer.
Hey,
I was like,
Hank
shit,
Steinbrenner. But that's
dude, yeah, Hank Steinbrenner. How about that one, man? How crazy was that shit?
Listen, no, I'm not going to throw bad direction into it, but I wish we would trade that for James Dolan, switch those two out. But
Fuck Dolan, man.
hey,
But
man,
think about how crazy this shit shut down Hollywood. It shut down sports.
Sport. Yeah. Hollywood, I think is insane, but sports is like I'm losing my mind here. We were entering the prime basketball time. The playoffs were coming for NBA, and March Madness was going to be obviously last month.
And the hockey playoffs.
Yeah, hockey playoffs, exactly.
And I'm like, you know what's funny? The only live entertainment is wrestling. How weird is that?
Oh, Florida. That's Florida.
Essential workers, Vince McMahon. We're going to become essential workers. I'll fuck you up.
I have a feeling Florida is going to feel this real hard. I mean, you have the highest concentration of elderly people per anywhere. I mean,
oh yeah,
it's
dude. How about all those kids that went there for spring break? You seen the one dad of one of the kids that went to spring break? He kept that motherfucker in the porch for 2 weeks.
No, really? That's amazing. Yeah. All of those kids deserve that. That's like
you ain't coming to this house. They're like the kid was outside. My favorite thing about the whole thing was you see the old lady. I need more beer.
Oh, the Coors, yeah, that was great. She's an icon, man.
Dude, she's like they gave her cases and cases of beer.
Drop it off in front of her house, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking crazy, man. I really think after this shit, I think, you know how long it's going to take to recover once all this shit? It's going to probably take 10 years to actually really recover.
Oh, totally, yeah. I mean, how many businesses in the, in the lower Manhattan area do you think are going to, like, permanently shut down after this?
Dude, let me tell you, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of business. Like, there's one restaurant that's been around for 31 years. That Lucky Strike.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Strike?
Yeah, of course.
Lucky Strike.
Yeah, that's over on Broome, right?
Yeah. Guess what? The owner said I'm shutting the place down.
That's crazy.
Like,
is that right next door to Toad Hall?
Yeah, it's done after 31 years. Think about it. That's like a good 60 fucking people not working anymore.
Yeah, that's insane. And then you have the rent that like Soho and the West Villages,
Dude, they're either gonna have to do something about the rent, or they got to do something. Because, dude, check this out. Maybe you had about close to 100,000 restaurants, probably more. But I'm gonna give I said, let's say you got $100,000 in restaurant that will open. By the time this is over, they might be down to 50 to 30,000. That's how bad it is.
Oh yeah, it's insane. It's gonna be catastrophic.
Like, look at 7B. 7B is open for to-go drinks. You can go there and get a go drink. But you're not doing.
Yeah, exactly. But your clientele is like, I mean, the neighborhood. It's just people in around the neighborhood, which is still good, But
yeah,
it's like, you're not having the dudes from Staten Island. I mean, a lot of the dudes that come there and are commuters, and that's what the craziest thing is. It's blocking off different neighborhoods. So it's like places in Times Square where it's like tourism thrives. No locals are going to your spots. I mean,
oh yep. It's insane. Like, my parents, they live in 43rd and 9th, and they look at Times Square. They say you're lucky if you see 2-3 cars a day just drive by Times Square. Like, they say, it's dead.
And then those people are just driving by to see how dead it is.
Yeah, it's like it looks like I Am Legend. Remember that scene with Bruce Willis running and trying?
I'm
You can film a good movie
just
now.
saying, I'm curious if the weeds grow as high as they did in the, after a few weeks in the summer. If we don't,
Dude, there might not be a summer, man, if this
oh, the
shit the way it's
beaches. I
going.
just read an article. The beaches are probably going to be closed for the entire summer.
I know the one thing that are definitely going to be closed for the whole summer is the New York City pools.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's those
And I'm thinking to
those are
myself, who the
dirty to
fuck goes
begin
to a
with.
New York City pool?
Yeah, like that's just. I mean, if coronavirus wasn't going to start in Wuhan, it was going to start in a fucking public like New York pool.
Everybody peeing, shitting,
Yeah, there's not enough chlorine to root all that out.
dude. But it's you know what's the fucked up shit? The World Health Organization knew this shit was going on, and when we asked them, they told us, "Oh, nah, everything's fine." If it wasn't for the CDC, we would have been fucked, man.
Yeah, and that's the question now. I mean, the halting payment and not funding any more of the WHO. I mean, it's
Dude,
crazy.
those guys are lying to us. We
Yeah.
don't need to fund them. Fuck them. You know what? We got the CDC. Fund them. Give them more money. They actually work for us. They're not working for.
What
Because those guys, once they say pull the plug, they told this guy, he pulled the plug. Dude, no more planes to fucking China. It's done.
what are you thinking about Bill Gates and these vaccines?
Dude, I think Bill Gates wants an evil way to fucking take over the world. Like, everybody got a chip in them.
Oh
When
yeah,
you go somewhere, he just want to chip everybody up so you know everybody's history and shit.
ID 2020, man, medical history, all that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's 1984 stuff, but just a little delayed.
This is the only crazy shit I wax Bill Gates. You can't stop a virus from stopping your fucking Microsoft. What the fuck gonna make you stop a real virus, you idiot?
Yeah, right. Well, no, you've heard the whole things about him, his vaccine for polio in India, where he apparently paralyzed 400,000 kids.
Yeah. This guy's not. He's not a doctor. He's a computer guy. Just stay with the computers.
Yeah.
Leave the shit alone,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Because you know what's funny thing is, like, think about how many people are actually going to have cash after this. Everything's going to be, all your money's going to pretty much be electronic.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing is people have pulled out a lot of money from banks, and that's what initially had affected a lot of the markets. But I mean, yeah, how long can you be liquid cash? Not very long.
Not very long. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, you look at this whole thing and you're thinking, like, you know what? After 9/11, you knew, you know what, this is going to happen. It's going to get cleaned up. But with this shit, it look like there's no fucking finish line. It's like every time you get close to the finish line, it pushes a little further.
That's the craziest part is like 9/11 was like, 12 hours of complete terror, and then like a sombering moment and a lot of chaos between war and whatnot to follow. But like, this is like taking over that toll, but at such a, like, you're 631 a day, 500, like you're seeing it in day to day, but it doesn't feel as devastating, but it's twice as devastating.
But you know what the problem is? The thing that's devastating about this is that they shut shit down. Because other than that, technically, there's not even, when you look at it, not even that how many people have died, dude. I think it's like 200,000 people worldwide, which that's still like, it still ends as like a 0 percentage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then the people that have recovered are fucking like a lot more. That's like the people that recover, it's like 500,000 people recover. The problem is, I think they try and crunch these numbers. So if you die of a heart attack, they're pretty much going to put coronavirus. So
yeah,
and they're going to
anything cardiovascular or respiratory.
Yeah, so now they're pretty much calling everything coronavirus. So that's where the numbers get fucked up. Did he die from corona, or did he have a heart attack?
What do you think? Is this Order 66? Is this like COVID-19 2020? Is this like the order to The New World Order?
Dude, this could be easy. The new world order. You know what? Let's take out all the old people. Save all that fucking that boomer, the what's it called? The baby boomer money. Keep that shit. We got a lot of other people. Kill these old people as quick as possible. Let them die so they don't collect for another 20 years and put the money in the economy for the people that are going to get older later on. It can be something that simple, but it's something definitely is in work. You know, something's definitely going on.
Because, I mean, you know how many cases China reportedly has had, right? 87,000.
Dude, you got to double that because you know China.
Double? I would arguably say you got to, like, times that by 8. Like, holy shit. Like, there's no way that you have China's population is triple. No, it's
like 1.3 billion people.
Yeah, exactly. It's like triple plus change. Like, yeah. I mean, there's no way that they were able to shut that shit down so quick. And then if you were able to shut it down so quick, then how have other people not been able to? And countries that are far more socially advanced. I mean, you're talking about in Europe where I know, like, the Netherlands got hit pretty hard. The UK starting to feel it. It's, I don't know.
But dude, look how that social look how that social medical is working in fucking Italy. They were pretty much marking people. We can't save them. They're just gonna die. They weren't even gonna try to save them. And people talk about here. You know, here is bad, but no matter what, the doctors here try to save you because if you go to that emergency room, even if you got no money, you know what? They're still gonna work on you.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah.
And people shit on our system. You know what? It might not be perfect, but it's a lot better than other countries. There was people talking about, the medicine in the United States is still world country. What the hell are you talking about?
No, I mean, we are definitely, this is my concern, is that we're definitely have the better doctors than some rural parts of the United States. And I feel like there are parts of the U.S. where, yeah, it probably is equivalent to third world where they don't have shit on stock. They have to order everything because it's like, why would we have that? That's really expensive. We can't afford that. You know, I mean, not the majority, but there is a minority, and it is the minority that is definitely.
It's not even a minority. How many fucking poor rednecks live in the middle backward woods that don't even know about this shit? You think their fucking hospitals?
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. They're the most fucked. They're the most.
No, there's nothing there. Look at Sioux Falls. South Dakota.
Yeah.
Those guys that were packing our pork and all that shit, guess what? All 800 of them just got fucking, guess what? You're closing the factory.
Yeah,
now
pork
you got
factory, the largest pork factory in, like, the United States, quarter of the whole, fucking crazy.
Where are we getting our bacon? Think about bacon in like 4 months.
You say that. I went to Key Foods the other day, suited up in a hazmat suit, gloves, mask, another mask on top of that, like a bandana. And they were out of bacon, man. They were completely out of bacon. They also
do bacon and ham. You're not going to be able to find that for a while. You got to start getting your Spam and turning that into bacon.
Oh, I love Spam fried rice.
And who knows how long that's. Think about that. People are buying canned food. People are just
Spam is what you want right now. Spam is perfect.
But it's crazy. How is it out there by you? How's Brooklyn, man? Is it weird going out?
We're in Greenpoint, so we're kind of it's quieter here. It's just quiet. It's just very quiet. But people are still going out. McCarran Park, as apparently every day, McCarran Park has been very, very heavy track use and working out people. Where it's like, I don't know, that's just wild. That's like the last thing. I feel like that's everything that they say to you is like, all right, well, 6 foot distance. But if you're working out and like huffing and puffing, it's like a 12-foot difference.
Yeah, because you're sweating.
Yeah, you're like huffing. You're like pushing air out. Where, apparently McCarran Park's been crazy. I don't know if Tompkins has been over. Well, I know you're upstate, but
No, but you know what? Thompson Square Park is filled with people buying the drinks from 7B and then going to the park and drinking.
Well, that's good for 7B. I'm glad for that. But they should just walk around and just stay the hell away from that. Cuomo needs to just shut off most of the streets in New York to cars. If you do that, people, I don't know. It does seem a little big brothery, but at the same time, if you don't want people to be next to each other and you don't want them to be able to just be cooped up and not get exercise, then open up the foot space.
Oh, let people walk like on the streets, with a car
just
drives?
open up all of 8th Street, all of St. Mark's and 8th, and to all the way to the end and back, and open up 14th, or no, maybe not 14th. That's busy block, but some of the quieter blocks where it's like
you can do the small block. Let's say like my block, 9th Street.
9th.
Oh,
yeah, 9th is exactly, yeah. Except Mr. Throwback. I love Mr. Throwback.
Yeah, you can make those places where people can just fucking walk by. Because right now, it's insane. This is like, what the fuck's going on, man? Like, you know what? Even when you look, you're walking around and people look at you, they walk away. Nobody want to be next to each other.
I feel like an old Italian grandma sitting at the window because sometimes I'll just go stand by the window and just look outside for a while, and you watch people I'm facing the street view, and you can see people on the sidewalk, and it's kind of funny. You'll see two people walking directly towards each other, and one of them is always going to dip to the side and walk in the street for a second because I'm right by a hydrant. So there's always an open part of the street. And they dip down, walk in, and then walk back up. And it's crazy. Everyone's changed.
It's almost like when you see a bunch of kids in hoods, you cross the street.
Exactly. You know what? This will do a decent thing. Everybody, instead of being racist, they're just going to be virusists. They're going to be like, I don't want to be fucking near you because you might be sick.
Dude, think about, you know what? It's going to it's going to be like Big Brother. Everybody's going to have to carry a card saying, oh, I've already been positive. Or
did you read the thing where they're going to start, if restaurants open, restaurants might have the capability of checking temperatures. And then the tables have to be 6 feet apart.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I saw that. That's what they do. You know how hard that's going to be? What are you going to do? Like a place like International, if you got to sit 6 feet apart, they'll test people that come in there?
I mean, what? You could fit, I think you could fit with the backspace, not the outdoor, but I think you could fit 12 people in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, probably 12, yeah.
It's insane, man. Like, you know what? I keep thinking moving forward, man, this is going to be a fucking weird fucking epidemic, and this shit's going to be weird, man. And it's not going to be something that they're going to be like, yeah, we're open. You know how many people are going to be psychologically fucked up?
Scarred from fear. I mean, scarred from fear of death, of saying oh, well, that's the thing is, I will say is the majority, they were saying old for a while, and then they pushed everyone that's young that dies from this. They've really pushed it out there, and that really bruised the fear of oh, that person was 23. I'm 23, and I'm in good health. Why? Yeah.
But the people that are fucking dying are people, the way this virus is killing people, you're either healthy and you just fucking die, or you either old. It's weird. It's no in between. It's there's been some pretty healthy people that have died.
Yeah, oh, totally, yeah.
And it's dude, how the fuck does that work? So, this is fucking weird, man. Today I was talking to Scotty. I talked to Eric Moore also, because I was just interviewing a bunch of my friends about how they're living with the virus, or just living. What's your average day? What do you do in a day, man?
Well, you gotta keep a fairly decent wake up to sleep schedule, or else it's just, I don't know, pure pandemonium. Wake up, eat breakfast, eat oatmeal and yogurt, because that's the simplest shit to buy that's like still stocked up, and and oh man, watch some like TV for a little bit, work out. I've been working out. I put up a heavy bag in my backyard. I built the heavy bag myself. I got it off of Amazon, and it was just an empty canvas, like a boxing bag with a zipper, and filled it.
Oh, you filled it up.
I filled it up, but I put in the center of it, a poster tube, and filled the poster tube with a bunch of gravel and rocks that I smashed in the backyard. We got some rocks that definitely don't need to be in the corner of, but smashed it up, created this center core, and then threw it up in a tree.
And that's it. You use it to punch it up every day.
Yeah, I've been just boxing, get back into some shape, I guess, push-ups, sit-ups, just doing calisthenics.
I can tell you I haven't been doing none of that shit.
I shaved my fucking head like Britney.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I'll send you a video. I have a video of me doing it.
You probably did it because by the time you get out of this, you're gonna have a full head of hair.
Oh yeah, totally. I'd be back to, you remember when I had like the man bun?
Yeah. Do you see the fucking people that are letting the wife give them a haircut? It's like the worst haircuts ever.
See, that's the thing is I was watching all those, and Hannah kept saying, let me give you a haircut. Let me give you a haircut. I go, no, I'm just gonna shave my fucking head. But she helped shave my head because she did the back and stuff, and the back's good. And I will say,
oh yeah, not bad.
She gave me a little bit of a fade where I think I went about it too quickly.
Oh yeah.
I did it real quick, and I was like, wow, that is like it just looks like somebody. Yeah, it was bad. I've never had short hair like that, so.
So you look like Kevin then.
Oh no, I still had way more hair than Kevin. We should tag him in this podcast just so he can listen to this last part. This is the 37th minute. All
right. But dude, yeah. So yeah, this is. I guess this is the life for a few more days. But they did give a day of May 15th.
Well,
they're talking now.
Well, that's what they've extended it to. But that means that on March or on May 10th, they'll probably extend it till until June, until.
You know what? I really think a realistic day. I think they're going to try to do everything in their power open by Memorial Day.
You mean Labor Day?
No, Memorial Day.
That ain't gonna happen.
I say, but they're going to try to push it, they'll push it till people start getting sick, and then they're going to lock it down again.
Listen, Rob, you remember the first Jaws movie, right?
Yeah.
Remember when he tried to have the beaches open by Memorial Day?
Yes.
You remember how that shit backfired?
That's what I'm saying. It's going to happen here. We're going to need a bigger hospital.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
It's crazy, but these guys really want to start opening the economy because. You know what? Economy when nothing's going on. You know what? How do you tax people? How do you get your tax money? How you know what?
Well, that's the whole thing.
Right now.
Is if you're telling people they can't work, you need to suspend rent, and you need to either give people money or, people are going to start looting. Crime is going to be massive when it bounces back because people are going to be so fucked from this. Anybody, I'm not putting this on like an illegal population, but like. People who were not in comfortable situations before, who were barely scraping by, who were under the table and can't get the checks.
Oh yeah, that's far.
I'm not saying that the majority are going to go to crime, but there's definitely a percentage, and I think you're going to see it. You have to. It's like, how are you? Fuck, I would probably do that. Like.
Dude, anybody with some common sense, you got no money, and I'm gonna say what it is. Some of these illegal, what are the fuck they doing, man? Either that, or you just went to a diner. You're delivering food. Is the only other way.
Well, you know what I think the first thing you know what I think could massively boom the economy as it's needed towards this comeback would be just the federal legalization of weed.
Oh yeah, you would make some people make some money. Of course, that would make money.
A fair amount of people
are going to.
But the problem would be, it'd be taken over by the corporate market instantly. I mean,
they're waiting for that. Like all these cigarette companies are waiting to start taking like 10 packs of cigarettes, marijuana cigarettes. Of course, that's the first thing that's going to happen.
And that's the thing is, do you think that that's going to be one of the first things to happen that they'll pass to reboot the economy as and I don't think they'll present it that way, but I think they know that, well, this will be a boost.
Yeah, I think that's one way they'll definitely going to look at it and say, let's put some weed out there because you know what, we need to tax something. And you know what, no matter what, people are going to be getting high. You're going to need to get high after all this time spending at home.
Well, that's the thing is apparently that all people are spending money on is groceries and weed and Amazon movies on Prime.
And you know what's the other thing that's going off the wall? People are fucking they're just spending money on alcohol.
Oh,
You know, alcohol. The fucking alcohol industry went up.
Yeah, exactly. General like bottle sales, personally went up.
Other if your beer's named Corona, everything else is up.
Man, I've been, I don't see anybody else, and I haven't left the house, other than the grocery store and back. But yeah. I see my neighbors just downstairs. There's 2 neighbors, and we see them. Those are the only 2 people we have contact with. And the other day, while I was gardening, like doing some stuff, and he came out and said, "Hey, yeah, you want to have a beer?" I said, "All right." And he went in and he grabbed 2 Coronas. And he had a bunch of beers from a party he threw just before this. He had a ton of leftover beer. And I was like, shit. "Yeah, can I maybe a Beck's or Heineken?"
You know what was the worst commercial I saw the other day? So they got the Corona Seltzer just came out, and they put a commercial for Corona Seltzer. I'm like, nobody want to see this shit right now.
Oh my god! And you know what the craziest part is last summer, if they would have put that out, I bet it would have. I mean, you think of Corona, you think of the fucking beach seltzer, boom.
Yeah, but now, fuck, man.
Bud Light Seltzer is doing better than Corona Seltzer. That's mind-boggling.
The Budweiser seltzer actually took off almost like White Claw, which is sick.
I think the Bud Light's kind of better, personally.
The Bud Lights are way better. They taste better. Like the White Claw have no taste. The Bud definitely have a taste.
Yeah, 100%.
So, Parker, man, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for being able to do this with me. I'm just trying to get some shows out there, put some entertainment for some people, just having people talk about the experience with this fucking crazy virus, man. And you seem like you're doing pretty good, man. I hope you and Hannah are okay and everything's good.
Yeah, we're doing all right. You know, we're just kind of, being homebodies, just staying in. Let's do a we should be doing like a house party live recording one of these days. Do some trivia on and record it.
Oh yeah, that would be good. That would be very good. Let me tell you, the numbers I've been getting lately, because people are home, dude. It's ridiculous how many people are listening now.
Dude, let's make it happen, man. I'm happy to chat up.
Yeah, man. But thank you. And Parker, what do we do here? We don't get
drunk. Get lumped up.
We get lumped up. See you soon,
Stay lumped up, brother.
All right, bye.